I'm Natalie Wood from caterer.com. I'm a key account manager and I deal with the recruitment consultancies within the regions. And today I'm speaking with Caroline Wright, who is Managing Director for Taste Hospitality Recruitment, and she sits on the Northern Board for Hospitality Action. So, hi Caroline, thanks for your time today. Could you just introduce yourself for us?
Yeah, no problem. As you say, I'm Caroline. I'm from Taste Hospitality. We do permanent recruitment across the UK, anything from high-end boutique hotels, 4 or 5-star hotels, award-winning restaurants, privately owned establishments, big corporate companies, everything really in catering. And it's anything from chefs to your general managers, whatever anybody might need in the hospitality trade, really.
Fab. And obviously I know your team, they're all really sort of upbeat and really outgoing, really engaged with everything that you guys get involved in. So how have you been sort of engaged with your team during lockdown, and what have you been doing to stay in touch?
At first, of course, we were all in shock as to what are we going to be doing. So it's just a matter of kind of using each other as a sounding board and new ideas, bouncing off each other about what we can do, how we can keep sane during these times, and just getting our heads together, really. We have like a weekly Zoom chat that we'll be doing on a Friday, just to see how we're all doing during the week, what we've been up to. We'll, all have ideas about what we can do the following week to make sure we're all keeping busy. We have like a WhatsApp group together as well. We've just been sharing kind of stupid stuff with, it could be anything really, from pictures of the dog, which is Barney's asleep in the background here, by the way.
Very big team member.
Oh yeah, he's enjoying lockdown a lot, as you can see. He's really kind of pushing himself. So yeah, just keeping in touch on Zoom. All having our little projects to be working on. So Dom has been working on a blog. He's wanted to do kind of blogging for a long time. We've never had the time to do it. It's good in a way, because it has given us this time to focus on actually what can we do, what do we want to be doing, what can we use when we're going to be coming back. So on our website, he's got what we call blog down on there, and it's got all sorts on there, whether it's industry news, recipes for food and drink, what we've been doing in the week, pictures of what we've been doing in the week. Not that anybody's really particularly interested, I don't know. We could be dog walking, cake making, anything really. So he's been doing that, and he's so good at it as well. And he's been able to utilise skills that he's not been able to before, and it's brilliant. It's really good. People should have a read of it. So he's been doing that. Kirsty and Sophie have been working on our Instagram. I'm terrible at anything like that. I don't really do it myself personally. So work-wise, I'm just not creative. I never know what to put, never know what to say. I can sit there looking at a screen for 4 hours and just come up with one word. I'm just absolutely rubbish.
I was just saying, we've definitely proved our technology skills this morning, trying to record.
Yeah, this is like the first take, honestly. It's not like we've done like 100 or anything like that.
And this is, to tell everyone as well, this is your first ever online chat, so we are very honoured to have you on caterer.com. And now you're definitely going to be made to go on your own Instagram by Sophie.
I know she will. She's going to try and get me on the rest of the team. Mind you, saying that, it is not just me, and I'm going to bring in a team and blame them too, because we're all like, we should do a video, and then we're all like, yeah, then we get to do it. It's like, crap, it's so hard. Obviously, once you put the screen there, it's like, what am I doing? And then you start talking in a different language, saying words that you don't come out your mouth right. And it's just like, honestly, it's so hard. I think Lauren tried to make a cake or do something like that, and I think she just said she'd done so many takes. In the end, she was just like, this is just for somebody else to do. But honestly, it's so hard. But as far as kind of what we've been doing together, we've been working as a team really as much as we can. As I just said a minute ago, I'm not creative at all, so it's using each of our individual skills together and putting them together, which is obviously what makes us a team. And I think we're doing all right, and it's just supporting each other. Like, I don't know what I'd do without Lauren, both during this time. Lauren's like my assistant manager. I don't know what I would do without her during this time and in the office as well, but more so when I have a wobble and it's like, Lauren, what am I meant to be doing? She'll be like, okay, can I ring you? It's like, right, that's fine. So she puts my head back on and then I'm okay. It's like, right, okay, this is what I'm doing. And it's, I think it's nice to realize, not that I don't realize anyway, I do on a day-to-day basis, but even more so now, realize how important it is to
Yeah.
have, that nice team. We've all been together for years. I think Lauren's, she must be with me for, I'm going to say 8 years, but she'll probably pull me up on it. I'm completely wrong, but it's a long time.
Yeah.
All of Kirsty joined us. She's been with us around a year now. But yeah, we've all been together a long time, and it's just nice that we all pull together during this period as well. It's just nice.
It gives you time to reflect, doesn't it? It really is like a nice period of time to like reflect and like realise, even inside and your personal lives, it just gives you that bit of moment. But we've obviously, it's been Mental Health Week recently at TJ Total Jobs Group. We've been focusing on sort of a wellness week, and I know you guys have been really busy with your blogs, but is there anything else that you've been doing just to keep yourself busy and, like you say, keep your head on?
Yeah, webinars I've been trying to do. Some webinars that we will go on, and it'll be like, we already know how to do that, but in one way it's good because it gives you the confidence that you're doing things right. Sometimes you might listen to some training of how recruitment should be done, and you think, oh my goodness, I'm never going to kind of do it like that, because it's just not us at all. It can be kind of quite salesy, but then it will work for some other industries, but not for us. So some things are put on there, and it makes you glad that you're different as well. So you've got that aspect of it too. Other things that we've been looking at, I've been going on LinkedIn a lot. I don't usually go on LinkedIn so much, but it's somewhere where you can go on, and it's a business platform rather than personality platform. So I've been looking at online training courses on there. There's 3 main ones that I've been looking at and have been supported during this time. There's a lady called Jo Gregory, and basically she's got a recruitment training group. If you go on her LinkedIn, I'll put actually these links on my LinkedIn, so anybody who wants to see where I've been looking, because it'll be really good for recruiters to look on as well. She's really good as far as inspiring you, putting your mind in the right place and focusing on what you should be doing, rather than being a busy fool just trying to do a million things at once. She's got lots of training on there as well. There's another chap called Mike Pye who has his own marketing company, so again for recruiters, or not just for recruitment, just generally for marketing. He holds webinars. I think if you'd emailed him, he'll send anything through. And then another chap, Howard Greenwood, I'm trying to remember the names of the actual companies, I just know them as the name, I've got them written on there. Love Work Life, and he has like a training academy, training platforms as well. Any other recruiters, I don't know whether it'll work for actually hotels and restaurants. I can only speak from what I'm doing and what I've got from them. But these 3 kind of main people and companies is what is helping us through this. And even if it's just like one post on their LinkedIn, it's sometimes it can just resonate and be like, okay, yeah, I'm back on track now, I know what I'm doing. So we've been doing things like that. Also, there was a webinar I did yesterday actually. It was My Happy Mind is the name of the actual company. I've been calling it Mr. Happy. Obviously wrong, but I like the Mr. Mental one I talked about. It's Mr. Happy. It's like, no, it's not, Caroline. And it's a lady called Laura Earnshaw, and she did a webinar yesterday, which was, it's only 40 minutes, but when you're watching something and some things just really help, and a light went on with a few of the things that she said. She has an online survey that she can send out to people, where it will allow you to kind of recognise what your strengths are, because especially during this time, I think, I can speak for myself, I was worried about, I can't do what everybody else is going to be doing, and it wasn't actually up until yesterday when I was actually on this webinar that made me think, you can't be good at everything. You're not going to be able to do that necessarily, but somebody in my team might be able to do it, or it's just about kind of refocusing on what you're good at and bringing your confidence. So just going back to the survey, that it'll allow you to see what your strengths are, to be able to focus on those strengths, but also just for peace of mind, and go back to focus on who you are, what you should be doing, and not worry about the things that you can't do, because as I said a minute ago, we're not good at everything. So that was really helpful as well. So we've been doing things like that, and the team have been doing things like this collectively too, just to make sure we're all keeping busy and not sitting there kind of drumming our fingers and going loopy, or even more loopy than we are.
No one wants to be sat waiting for that 5 o'clock update, do they?
No.
You are always forever busy, and because you've not been doing enough with your webinars and the team, obviously you are a Northern Board member for Hospitality Action. I know you guys have been doing some really exciting things at the minute, and you're such a massive, massive support to the industry. But tell us a little bit about what you've been getting up to there.
Well, they've been doing lots of fundraising because we've been offering, or Hospitality Action have been offering grants for people in the hospitality industry who might have lost their jobs, etc. And honestly, they've just been a massive help. Some of the, the thanks that they've had through for how much difference it's made in somebody's life. It just makes me proud to kind of be part of this, and just realise what a special company that it is, or organisation that it is, should I say. We're doing lots of fundraising. We've got one on from the 4th of June till the 8th of June, which is a 20,000 mile hospitality challenge, which is basically asking people to get involved. Oh, my belly rumbled then. I don't know if anybody heard it. Sorry. It is a fundraising. I'm not going to say thing. Well, the word's not coming to me, but it's a fundraising event that we're doing. It's not even an event, but it's fundraising that we're doing, and anybody can get involved to walk, run, cycle a certain amount of miles to help raise money for Hospitality Action. All the details are on their website, www.hospitalityaction.org.uk. They'll have information about this this fundraiser on there, and also we've got like a COVID-19 hub page, which has got a helpline on there for anybody that's just might need help, mentally, just to talk to somebody if we're struggling, as I have, during these times, because you do feel like you're losing it a little bit because you don't know what you're meant to be doing, and it's like, so there's a helpline on there, and lots of other information about what they're getting involved with, how you can get involved and help raise money. And it's just great that there's a company, I keep saying company, organisation out there such as Hospitality Action that's there to support us during this time, really.
And are you getting involved with the walk, the miles?
I am. I put it down for 25 miles, and then I thought, actually 26 miles. 26 miles sounds better because then it sounds like I'm doing a marathon. So I don't know whether, no, I'm not going to do it all in one day. I'm going to run some and walk some. I'm going to run as much as I can, and try and come out of lockdown alive, especially in this weather as well. I'll pass out halfway through, but I'll take pictures along the way, so not of my face, because my hair will be like that with my big red face, but I'm going to do it. So I'm doing like a marathon,
Yeah, wonderful. So finally, just wanted to sort of see what you guys have got planned. So what next? So what are you going to do after lockdown? Do you guys have a plan in place, or where are you at the minute?
Well, the plan at the moment is just to try and keep on doing what we've always done, of course, without the recruiting side, but just focusing on, we are going to continue doing what we're doing, because it's at one point is, do we look at, I might have said this before earlier in this interview, I can't remember, but one point it's like, do I look at other industries, are they going to be thriving more than this? And it's like, well, you kind of could, but it's going away from what I know, what I love, and it's a matter of keeping positive and keeping hope. So we're just waiting, like everybody else is, on the government guidelines of when places can open, how they can open, whether it's going to be 1 metre, 2 metre, are you going to need outside seating, what hospitality staff are going to have to, wear, and how they're going to be able to serve people, etc. I think once these guidelines come in, we'll have more of an idea of what we can be doing, because at the moment we can't really plan because nobody knows. Hotels and restaurants and gastro-inns and what have you, they don't know. So it's difficult for us. But one thing we do know is we are just, the industry is going to come back. It will bounce back. It might not be, straight away. But I think one thing that has definitely become clear is that people just want to be outside. They love the hospitality. Everybody loves eating out, drinking. We all knew that we did anyway, but especially now it's just clarified in our mind even more. So once places are opening, I mean, my friends and family, they're like, I just need to get out now. I just need to see people. I just want to sit there with a nice cold glass of wine, people around me, good conversation, great food. So I'm hoping it's going to be really, really, really busy. And even if covers in restaurants have to go down because of, you know, the distancing that we're going to have to do, rather than, you know, busier trade being Thursday, Friday, Saturday, in my mind, I'm thinking it just might be more spread out. It might mean, you know, we might have to open on a Monday, change the way, you know, our staff, your staff work. And it could be that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are now busier because people might not be able to get in on the Thursday, Friday, Saturday. They're going to have to go on different days of the week. So it might be a good thing. I don't know. But I think in a nutshell, what I'm trying to say is just to be hopeful, keep positive. A favourite saying of mine is, I would rather be an optimist and a fool than a pessimist and right. And it's just so true. And I think that's the way you've got to keep your mind during these times. And it's the only way to go, because otherwise you'll just get down, and that's not going to do anybody any good. So yeah, we're just all keeping positive, and we'll be like, yeah, we're going to be absolutely fine. And of course, because people can't go abroad, or a lot of people aren't going to be wanting to go abroad, especially when the weather's like this as well. It's just, I'm hoping that it's just going to boom in the UK, and anything that, you know, oh, Barney's come alive. Anything that, you know, might have been lost during these quiet times, that a lot of it might be able to be, you know, made back with how busy places are going to be. So yeah, just keeping hope, really.
Fingers crossed that everything bounces back and we have a really exciting summer.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, watch this. As soon as the lockdown over, it's like, oh, actually, I was going to say, I'd rather it be sunny like this during lockdown than it not, and we're all going back to work. So it's not going to be too bad. I suppose it's better being the other way around.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time. It's been really good catching up with you, and obviously you've had some really good advice on webinars and so on and so forth. So good luck with your walk and your runs for
Are you ready for it, Barney? I don't know if anyone can say it's popping up at the back over there. Yeah, he's ready to go. He's like, I'm sick of walks, Mum. Will you just leave me alone?
Let me stay home. Well, good luck with that, and obviously we'll catch up in person as soon as we can.
With a glass of wine or two.
Oh, definitely. And just for everyone else that's looking out for more caterer.com catch-ups, just check out our social media feeds. Thanks so much. See you soon.
No problem. See you soon. Bye.